3 hours left. God is seriously alerting to your relatives. Your relatives' true intentions exposed and they re-planning to open quickly. Archangel Michael says, the warning has reached your spirit just in time. You are not imagining the strange feelings in your chest or the restless energy that has been shaking your peace. There is a reason you were meant to open this message now, and not 1 second later. There are only hours left before a decision is made in silence, one that involves your name, your home, and your future. You are surrounded by familiar faces who have mastered the art of pretending. The smiles you see are not smiles of love but masks crafted to buy time before the truth breaks open. Archangel Michael says, you are not crazy for sensing a shift in how your relatives speak about you when they think you aren't listening. In fact, their tone has changed, their stories have begun to twist, and your presence has become a threat to their secret desires. They have planned something so quietly that even those closest to them don't know the full details, yet the heavens do. They're trying to remove you, not by physical force, but by rewriting your place in a conversation that was meant to honor your blood. Behind a door, in a room you were never invited to, they are talking about property, legal moves, and how to silence your voice before you even realize it's gone. Time is slipping, and heaven cannot let you walk into this blind. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Your family's true face is starting to reveal itself, not in one act, but in a pattern of behavior they've rehearsed behind your back. A document is being prepared with your name scratched off in favor of someone they think will obey their manipulative ways. It is not about love, it's about control. They want your silence, your absence, and your inheritance. They want the version of you that stays quiet while they take everything and call it justice. You were never meant to see what's in the envelope resting on a kitchen counter in a relative's house, but now, even the angels have taken notice. A woman, slightly older than you, is being coached on what to say to justify your removal. She has practiced her speech in front of the mirror, pretending to cry, pretending to be confused. But her hands are steady, and her heart is cold with envy that stretches back to childhood. Type Amen to get blessing 444. The decision was not sudden, it has been building for months, maybe even years. They waited for the perfect moment when you were distracted, vulnerable, and trusting. They waited until you softened your guard so they could strike without looking suspicious. One male relative has already spoken to someone about transferring something important. It could be land, a bank detail, or access to something precious you believed was safe. But nothing is safe when the wolves live inside your circle and wear the clothes of blood. They've underestimated the divine, and that will be their first mistake. Because once this message reaches you, your energy begins to shift. Your awareness sharpens, and the plans they made in shadows begin to collapse under the weight of heavenly justice. Type Amen to get blessing 555. You are not alone in this. A spiritual being has been watching silently, waiting for the moment to intervene. That moment is now. You might have seen a feather, a flicker of light, or heard your name in a dream that startled you awake. That was not your imagination, it was your guardian pushing you toward clarity. There is a relative who smiles too wide, who offers too much help, who suddenly wants to know your schedule, your travels, and your emotional state. This is the decoy. the one who is sent to gather your weakness and feed it to the real planner. Their plan is simple but wicked. Make you appear unstable. Make others doubt your role, your voice, your right. They are scripting a version of your life that removes you as if you never mattered. Type Amen to get blessing 666. Archangel Michael says, the sword of truth is hovering. You may feel anger rise in your chest, and that is not just emotion, it is spiritual confirmation. You've been too quiet, too polite, and they assumed you would stay that way. Your silence has ended today. One of your relatives has saved a voice recording of you, something harmless but twisted out of context. This file will be played in a family meeting without your permission, twisted to turn emotions against you. They believe they will win sympathy by painting you as confused or reckless. The real reason is darker. You hold a key. Maybe it's metaphorical, maybe it's literal, but it unlocks something valuable. And they don't want you to realize your power until it's too late. Type Amen to get blessing 777. There is jealousy boiling beneath the surface. Not because of what you said, but because of what you carry, your strength, your divine connection, and your rightful place in a legacy they feel entitled to manipulate. They made calls. A cousin who pretended to have your best interests at heart is whispering to another, giving updates on your emotional status. They are mapping your reactions like hunters preparing for the final strike. A signature is missing, yours. They're trying to find a way to go around it. The way they speak about you now is as if you're no longer part of the equation. That alone should ignite your awakening. Type Amen to get blessing 999. There will be a sudden invitation soon. A family gathering or a friendly meetup. Be alert. What seems casual is actually a test. They want to see how much you know, how much you suspect. If you remain calm, they'll take it as weakness. If you speak out too soon, they'll call you paranoid. But you are not here to perform for their manipulation. You are here to reclaim what is yours by divine right. Archangel Michael says, 2 angels have been dispatched to walk beside you now. Every word you speak in defense of truth will carry power. Every action you take with intention will cause delay in their deception. Type Amen to get blessing 121. The woman involved has already met with someone, a legal mind, a person trained to twist facts just enough. This person is being paid in advance. The plan is bold but slippery. They think you won't act because they've confused your kindness with weakness. You have more power than they ever imagined. And they're about to find that out the hard way. The divine is not letting this continue. The minute you finish this message, energy begins to shift. The skies have already issued a command. What was hidden shall be exposed. Type Amen to get blessing 212. Documents will be found. A phone will be left unlocked at the wrong time. A slip of the tongue during a careless conversation will cause one of them to panic. Truth never sleeps. One of them, though acting bold now, will soon break under pressure. Their conscience, though buried deep, still whispers at night. They will confess, but not to you. They'll speak to someone else out of guilt, and that person will carry the story to you. You won't have to beg for truth. It will roll toward you like thunder chasing a lie. Type Amen to get blessing 313. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. There is a spiritual inheritance as well. one they don't even understand. It's been passed down, and you are the rightful bearer of it. That's why they attack you, not for who you are on the outside, but who you are inside. A mirror was turned away from you years ago. You weren't supposed to see the whole story. But now, piece by piece, it is returning. Your dreams, your instincts, your visions, they all make sense now. They'll call it coincidence, but you know better. You felt the energy drop in a room when your name was mentioned. You felt the stares. It's not paranoia. It's prophecy. Type Amen to get blessing 414. God is alerting you because a final signature is about to be placed that excludes you fully. This is not just about money. It's about erasing your presence. But heaven has denied that permission. Even the winds are shifting. The next time one of them calls you with false love in their tone, listen to your body. You'll feel it. Your heart won't lie. A new force is rising in you, one that burns with clarity, not anger. You're not here to attack, but to protect what's divinely yours. Type Amen to get blessing 515. A folder sits hidden in someone's drawer. You were not meant to see it, but now you will. A set of initials, a family crest, and a false claim are all part of the web they've spun. But one angel has been assigned to guard your footsteps. Nothing will reach your destiny unless it first passes through that divine shield. You may feel sudden delays, but that's heaven's protection, not punishment. The final 12 hours will shake things. A surprise visitor, a misdialed call, or a letter delivered to the wrong address will tip the scale. Be ready. Type Amen to get blessing 616. You are not powerless. You are not alone. This is not the end. This is the revelation. The time is now. Hold your ground. Let the truth rise, not in panic, but in fire. They will come to you with excuses soon. Ignore the performance. Watch their actions, not their words. Type Amen to get blessing 717. Archangel Michael says, your light cannot be stolen. It may be dimmed, but never removed. The more they push against you, the more protected you become. Now that you know, you are free. Free to prepare. Free to confront. Free to take your rightful place. The winds will howl, but they cannot shake a soul rooted in divine clarity. Let them try. Let them see what happens when God alerts His chosen. Type Amen to get blessing 818. One of them will try to laugh it off. They'll say you overthinking, or perhaps accuse someone else to shift blame. But their eyes will twitch, their breath will change, and the pressure in the air will give them away. They never expected you to see through the fog. They never imagined heaven would step in with such intensity. But you are now aligned with truth, and truth is a force they cannot fight with deception. They have opened doors to things they cannot close. They've made deals in hidden places, promised things that are not theirs to give. A paper trail exists, and the angels are already guiding your eyes toward it. Type Amen to get blessing 919. The next 7 days are crucial. Every step you take must be done with spiritual awareness. Walk like you are being watched, because you are. A second woman, quieter and more calculating, is the one giving instructions. She pretends to stay out of things, but her phone holds screenshots, plans, and voice notes that prove she's in deeper than anyone knows. She wears the mask of the innocent, but behind closed doors, She is the architect of betrayal. One younger relative is starting to feel uncomfortable with the plan. They weren't supposed to grow a conscience, but now they are hesitating. Watch for their body language, their glances, their attempts to talk in code. They want to help but are afraid. Type Amen to get blessing 1010. God is removing veils now. Your dreams may start to get clearer, more vivid, and even frightening. That's not fear, it's revelation. You're being shown everything they tried to hide. There will be a fake apology soon. Don't fall for it. It's a test. They want to see if you're still easy to sway with a few soft words and emotional tones. But the real battle is spiritual. Archangel Michael says, your silence before was survival. But your voice now is restoration. The time to stand firm is here. A bank alert. A delayed mail. A shared family account you forgot about. These small things will become divine keys unlocking proof. Type Amen to get blessing 1111. They are counting on you not to act. They believe you, too overwhelmed, too tired, too emotionally drained to push back. But this is when your divine strength shows. The very thing they tried to steal from you will become the reason they fall. Because your inheritance isn't just paper and land, it's legacy, and that cannot be erased. In the next few hours, someone will try to access a system or file meant for you. They will either guess your password or use someone else's access to get in. This attempt will fail, but it's your sign. Start watching everything. Record names. Save messages. Backup evidence. Your preparation is your protection. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. They fear you, not because you loud, but because you chosen. The chosen ones move with grace until it's time to strike with truth. That time is now. One of them has mocked you before behind your back, your beliefs, your emotions, your decisions. That same person will now find themselves in chaos. What they sowed is now coming to harvest, and they're not ready for it. The plan was to get everyone on their side. To twist your image, to erase your presence like it meant nothing. But now the heavens are intervening, and their plot is breaking apart piece by piece. Type Amen to get blessing 1313. You will be vindicated, but it must begin in silence. Let the revelation do its work while you stand strong in your knowing. A phone number will call you soon and hang up. That is not random. It's a signal. Someone knows something and is scared to speak. Wait, because the full truth is on the way. The woman who's most involved will have a breakdown. Not because she regrets what she did, but because things didn't go according to plan. Her mask will slip, and once it does, everyone watching will finally understand your pain. God has had enough of your suffering in silence. Type Amen to get blessing 1414. The divine is accelerating exposure. You may feel dizzy, heavy, or emotionally overwhelmed. That's the spiritual pressure shifting in your favor. Keep your peace. Stay alert. An older man, a distant uncle or relative, will speak soon. Something small. A phrase. But it will unlock a much bigger piece of the puzzle. Your relatives thought they could rewrite history. Remove your name. Take your part. But your name is protected in the spiritual record, and no human hand can edit what God has sealed. Archangel Michael says, Every whisper spoken in secret will now echo in public. And those who plotted will beg for the silence they once enjoyed. Type Amen to get blessing 1515. This is your moment of reversal. You won't need revenge. Heaven already scheduled justice. One by one, they'll start to experience disruption, financial losses, emotional chaos, strange illnesses, and unexplained misfortunes. These are not curses. These are consequences. You were protected even when you didn't know. That's why you didn't fall apart. That's why you were delayed. It was mercy, not punishment. And now, it's your turn. Your spirit is rising. Your truth is sharpening. And your enemies are being exposed. Type Amen to get blessing 1616. They said your name in mockery. But soon, they will say it in regret. One of them who tried to replace you will experience the same rejection they hoped for you. It will not satisfy them. It will haunt them. You are being called to step forward, not with fear, but with the calmness of someone who knows they're protected by divine order. Their lies will come undone. Their stories will contradict. They will blame each other. And soon, they will stand in the ruins of their own deception. Type Amen to get blessing 1717. This message found you because you were supposed to remember your worth, your identity, your rightful place. They plan to take, but they cannot take what they never built. You carry the spiritual backbone of your bloodline, even if they don't recognize it yet. You will walk into the same room they tried to exclude you from, but not with bitterness, with undeniable grace. And the one who tried hardest to break you? They will be forced to watch you rise, untouched. Type Amen to get blessing 1818. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Archangel Michael says, now that your awareness is awakened, no plan can move against you undetected. Your energy is marked. Your spirit is armed. And your mission is back on track. From this point forward, walk as though the skies themselves are recording every moment, because they are. Your power isn't in confrontation. It's in clarity. You are aligned. You are chosen. You are rising. This is the hour they will regret ever thinking you'd be easy to erase. Type Amen to get blessing 1919. They thought they could move in secret, that their whispers would never reach the ears of heaven. But what they didn't know is that divine timing always intercepts wicked plans. And now, the countdown to their exposure has begun. The person who volunteered to help you with paperwork, errands, or emotional support did so to keep you distracted. They wanted access, not to assist you, but to gather intel, to report your next step, and to slow your momentum. But the angels have placed a block. Now every trick they attempt is being returned to them. Another relative, someone you rarely speak to, is suddenly showing interest. They're trying to reconnect, to get closer. But be cautious. This approach is not love, it's strategy. Type Amen to get blessing 2020. They plan to use your own words against you. Things you shared out of vulnerability are being twisted into tools of defamation. But every lie they build with your truth will crumble under heaven's gaze. A call will come with fake concern. It will feel strange, like they're reading a script, rehearsed and unnatural. That's because they are. They're working in a group now, coordinated but shaky. The fear of being caught has started to spread among them. You can feel it. That nervous tension, the awkward energy in their messages, the delays in replies, they know they're being watched. Type Amen to get blessing 2121. You may feel isolated now, like no one sees what you're going through. But don't mistake solitude for abandonment. You are being hidden for protection, not rejection. God is pulling you back to reveal you stronger. The time you spent in silence, in confusion, is about to serve you. Because when the truth explodes, everyone will look to you, not just for answers, but for leadership. The family member who kept asking about your plans, your income, your next move, they are not curious. They're reporting back to the one orchestrating the removal. They've been promised a reward for their silence and assistance. But heaven is canceling every deal made without your consent. Type Amen to get blessing 2222. The next thing to happen will shock you. Something you lost track of, an old document, a message thread, a voicemail, will return. And it will be proof. Undeniable, raw, and powerful. It's not just about protecting yourself anymore. It's about reclaiming what was stripped from your spirit in silence. Every time they smiled in your face, they thought they had fooled you. But you were never blind, only patient. And now that the truth is in motion, it cannot be stopped. There's an energy shift happening in your home. You'll feel it in your sleep, in the air, and even in how your pets or surroundings respond. Type Amen to get blessing 2323. Someone is going to confess, but they'll pretend they're telling you for your benefit. Don't be deceived. They're only trying to save themselves before the others turn on them. They will leak a small truth to distract you from the bigger lie. But your spirit knows the difference. Listen not just to their words, but to what they avoid saying. The quietest relative is now the most dangerous. They may seem uninvolved, but they're the vault, the one holding the final piece of the betrayal. And when they fall, everything else will come tumbling down. Archangel Michael says, "The swords of justice have been unsheathed. The winds are no longer whispering, they're roaring." Type Amen to get blessing 2424. You were not sent this message to scare you, but to prepare you. Divine protection doesn't mean there's no battle. It means your side is already victorious. You're not fighting for survival. You're standing in alignment with heaven's plan. Let them gather. Let them conspire. Because the louder they become, the faster they expose themselves. You don't need to confront. You only need to remain anchored in your knowing. Their own greed will light the fire that consumes their lies. Type Amen to get blessing 2525. There's a new door opening for you. It will be unexpected, sudden, and feel unrelated, but it will lead to restoration. God is making room where they tried to block you. The relatives who once ignored you will soon be forced to acknowledge you. But by then, it will be too late for their false apologies. You'll rise, not because of revenge, but because of divine replacement. What they tried to steal will be restored sevenfold. And you won't even have to chase it. It will arrive with the power of justice on its wings. Type Amen to get blessing 2626. Now, walk with confidence. Let your presence speak even when your mouth is closed. The angels have surrounded you, and every eye that watched you fall will now witness your elevation. No more pretending. No more dimming. No more silence. You are seen. You are guarded. You are rising. They chose betrayal. You chose alignment. And now heaven has chosen you for victory. Let the winds of justice move. Let the fire of truth burn. And let every mask fall. Type Amen to get blessing 2727.